Hello everyone! The following is a summary of floods, a natural disaster which is profound information about human strength in facing disasters, and at the same time, a call for solidarity to combat the negative effects of climate change. Now, let's go. Scenes during floods in Mexico can include flooded neighborhoods, damaged homes, and washed-out belongings. Rivers and canals overflow their banks, creating dangerous current networks. People may be trapped and unable to move due to rising waters and blocked roads. At the same time, they will also carry out post-flood recovery work, clean up, and repair damaged drainage systems and infrastructure. On Thursday, November 24th, heavy rainfall in Jeddah led to severe flooding in western Saudi Arabia. Videos shared by residents showed Jeddah struggling with the aftermath of the rain as severe flooding hit the area. Cars were swept away, streets were submerged, and property was destroyed by floods. The floods also delayed flights at King Abdulaziz International Airport, closed schools, and blocked roads to Mecca. Most residents were forced to stay indoors as they witnessed water levels rising steadily outside their homes, while most streets remained flooded. Traffic has resumed on the Makkah-Jeddah highway in both directions after several hours of disruption. The Saudi Civil Defense Authority has issued a weather warning in light of the severe weather conditions, advising motorists and residents to be alert to the conditions. A hailstorm caused streets to turn into rivers, with dozens of cars underwater, with more than 100 homes in areas such as Bella Vista, Calacawaya, Potrero de Atizapan, and San Jose del Jarral in Atizapan, of Zaragora, as well as in the Mexican municipalities of Tlalnepantla and Zampango. Rescue teams helped affected people and cleared sewers. A bus was swept away by the rising waters of a raging river after heavy rains in northern India. Luckily, there were no passengers in the car. The flood was devastating when it took away people's property. We are tracking Storm Hans as it moves through Sweden and into Norway. The disaster is unfolding as houses are flooded. Power outages and rough waves all combine, and dozens of roads are closed due to flooding. Landslides triggered by floods in Himachal Pradesh, Kulu, Shimla have killed 5 people, as heavy rains caused by cloudbursts hit Himachal Pradesh, triggering landslides and flash floods, damaging houses and paralyzing life. Live normally as the government orders the closure of schools and colleges. The situation became tense and difficult when people's houses were swept away. Livestock could not find their way home, and farms were heavily destroyed. People painfully witnessed the consequences of this flood. They They lost the memories and efforts built over the years. Heavy rain has caused flooding in the city. The streets are flooded, causing traffic difficulties. Buildings and infrastructure were also affected by the disaster. Rescuers worked at the scene, helping victims and restoring infrastructure. Scenes during a flood in Israel can include rivers overflowing their banks and flooded streets in residential areas. Homes, shops, and infrastructure were flooded, and many cars were also flooded, causing property damage and power outages. People may be isolated and unable to move due to rising waters and blocked roads. Agricultural areas may also be affected, causing loss of crops and farmers' livelihoods. Rescue teams will work to move people to safety and provide drinking water, food, and other necessities to those trapped. On Monday, December 5th, the city of Benedito Novo in the state of Santa Catarina was flooded due to rain in the area, and the dam was affected. Local authorities said the dam had not broken, but water was still overflowing. The neighborhoods of Centro and Alto Benedito were hardest hit. Due to heavy rainfall, the water level of the Benedito River rose and caused flooding. In some streets of the city, the scenario was one of destruction. The large amount of accumulated mud makes people's work difficult. Some streets are impassable, further hindering the work of rescuing the homeless. Over the past 2 days, with torrential heavy rainfall in the Pacific Northwest, causing flooding and landslides in several counties in the area, the storm, also known as the Pineapple Express, came from the subtropical sea, bringing air humidity and heavy rain near Japan. Massive floods in Guadalajara, Mexico caused many driverless cars to drift on the streets. Streets were flooded, buildings were heavily damaged, and people's belongings were swept away by the current's strong water. Agricultural areas were submerged underwater, destroying the economic foundations of many farming families. The scene of people struggling to find ways to save themselves and their families from danger is truly heartbreaking. The strong flow of communal water washed away the cargo truck. It was horrifying that the countryside had to endure this devastating scene. Agricultural areas were submerged underwater, destroying the economic foundations of many farming families. Thanks for your watching. Hope you have time to feel about climate change. Please like, share, and subscribe to get more of our updates every day. Goodbye and see you again.